Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This video goes up on a Wednesday, so this is Wrestling Wednesday. This time I am reviewing a Mattel action figure. This is the WWE Elite Collection Legends series. This is series 15. This was released in 2022. The WWE Legends series is a Target exclusive. I got this through Target in early 2023 before Target's problems in the mid 2023. So here is the action figure. This is Kane. Comes in a very nice window package where we can see the action figure and the accessories. Nice picture of Kane there. There's the top of the package. Here's the bottom with some manufacturing information. Here's one side. Nice picture of Kane and the Elite logo there. Here's the other side, WWE Legends, and the back has a little biography of Kane and the other action figures in this wave of Series 15. So I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here's the Kane action figure and the accessories we get with it. We have a pair of mic holding hands that we can swap out. So it looks like there's a glove painted on this hand. It's not sculpted there, it's just painted there. And we do have the peg. This one's in a flesh colored peg here, and the joint does work. So these are nice looking hands. And we have a wrestling championship belt here. So the black rubbery plastic here, and some shiny harder plastic for the championship belt part. So it's just attached together, and we can fit this around the action figure, so that'll work. So it looks nice. Here's the Kane action figure. Let's see how tall this is. It's about 7.5 inches tall, or about 19 centimeters tall. So it's a nicely sized action figure. So this wrestler, Kane, is a very tall wrestler. Maybe his actual height is about 6 feet 8 inches, although he might have been billed at 7 feet tall. I'm not entirely sure. But it looks like a nice action figure. We have some pliable plastic for the hair, which is attached to a head sculpt. Nice face mask there. Some nice painted detail. And for the body, we do have a shirt that is sculpted on the body here and also painted. And here, body section is sculpted to look like he's wearing a shirt. It's not ripped musculature. And we have elbow pads, which is a separate rubbery or pliable plastic piece that is attached to the arms, but it does look like we have double jointed arms, but I think the articulation is hindered by the elbow pads that they add here. Nice waist there. Here's some straps that are painted on the thigh. It's not sculpted, so they did paint that. And we have some knee pads here. The knee pads do cover the double jointed knees, so it does hinder the articulation a little bit. So I wonder if we bend it too much if it will wear out this rubbery plastic. The same thing with the arms. But it does look nice. Here we have a hand. The hands are splayed open, and looks like the glove is painted on here, so it's not sculpted there. Then we have some nice looking boots here with some painted details, and same thing on this side. And the peg holes are on the front of the feet rather than the heel. And if we look here, it actually says 2011, so these feet at least are pretty old. And the boots, we have the boot design sculpture wrapped around, but this one is painted here to match this side, so I don't know if it's entirely accurate or if they just reversed it. Although if I look at the legs, it looks like it's not like the same leg reversed, so it looks like it's okay. And then we have some more sculpture on the back here. So the shirt is sculpted into the torso, and then it's painted, and it's sculpted to look like cloth over skin rather than just painted skin. So I do like the attention to detail in some cases, although the hand just has the glove painted on rather than sculpted. But at least most of it looks like they put some effort into it. Let's take a look at the articulation. So we can look up, well, not much really, but I think it's the hair getting in the way. We can not really look down very much, so we can't get much movement out of the head. Just a little bit. We can turn side to side, but I think the hair is getting in the way. But it does work. And just a little bit of tilting. With the shoulders, we can go out pretty far, so that's very nice. And we can go all the way around. So that works. Good. There's no butterfly joints on this one. We have an upper bicep cut there. So that works. And double jointed elbows, but the elbow pad I think is interfering with the articulation. Otherwise we could probably bend it in more, but it doesn't look like it's very easy to take off. Same thing on this side. Takes a bit of work to push it in there, but we can push it and the elbow pad, splays out a bit. The wrist, we can turn the wrist and the hinges work. We have an upper body cut there, or a diaphragm cut. So we can crunch forward that much, bend back just a little bit. We have a waist cut. We can do the splits. Pretty good there. And we can kick forward. And we can kick forward that far. And not back. We can kick forward that far. And not back. It seems to be a bit stiff, so I think over time we're going to have some scratches on the upper thigh here. We have upper thigh cuts. This one's pretty stiff, so barely moves. This one moves much better. Yeah. Then the double jointed knees. I think the knee pad is interfering with the articulation. Otherwise we could probably get more, but I think the knee pad will wear out eventually and just fall off. But it does look nice the way it is there. And we have boot cut here, so that works. And the ankles, they're pretty stiff, but we can get the ankles down that far. Move them up a little bit. Just a little bit, not very far. And it seems to wiggle, so I can't tell if it's wiggly, if it's meant to be wiggly, or if there actually is an ankle pivot or not. So I hope it's not breaking. So far all the joints seem to be working. I'm not familiar with the WWE wrestling action figures by Mattel, so I think I have all the points of articulation working properly. Just a little bit of a problem with the elbow pads and the knee pads interfering with some of the articulation. Although it looks nice and it's probably accurate, it just interferes with the articulation a little bit. So, all in all, pretty nice action figure. Here is Kane next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. And I think this Kane action figure with the red mask makes a great giant monster character for 4-inch scale action figures to battle against. Here is Kane next to a 6-inch action figure on the left, the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares, and a 7-inch action figure on the right, the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And it looks like Kane is a bit taller than the He-Man action figure. I think this would do well in displays or dioramas of either theme, like military theme, like the Havoc action figure, or kind of a fantasy theme like the He-Man action figure. Or we could just make a wrestling display or diorama with Kane and some other actual wrestlers. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for this WWE Elite Collection Legends Kane action figure is, I think it's alright. This is the first Mattel WWE Elite Collections action figure I've actually really handled and played around with, and so far it seems to be working pretty nicely. I'm just working gently with the joints to make sure I don't break anything while I figure out how they work. So far it looks pretty nice. I like the detailed work that they put into it. They could have put in a little more details, but still the way it is, it's pretty nice. Biggest problem I think are the elbow and knee pads interfering with some of the articulation. It does look nice, but it does get in the way of some of the articulation, and I'm afraid those parts are going to wear out eventually, and then I won't have any knee or elbow pads on the action figure. But all in all, pretty nice looking action figure, and I'm pretty pleased with my first experience with the action figure. I might have to watch some actual wrestling so I know more about the wrestlers, and so I can appreciate the action figures more. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, please leave a comment, let me know what you think of the action figure or the wrestler. Let me know if I should watch wrestling. And remember to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.